Bear, come on over here, mate. I was going to decant it and keep the bag, but it is partially split and I just can't be bothered. I am leaving it there. I have a sneaking suspicion there is something going on in the gun emplacements down here. We shall go that way. And the tripods are appearing here as well. This way, Bear. Go on. Okay, I was mistaken. Indeed. Right, let's see what's left of the emplacements up the top there. Yeah, I think we're intact. I am optimistic at this point. We're going to be set for the path here. Hell of a state it's in. How are we doing, Bear? Okay, I think. Oh dear, am I up for this? It's a bit flipping hot. Right, we shall give it a go. Good boy. That's because I was shouting at you. You're getting in my way. Good boy. You just wait there, mate. It is 4 o'clock. I stopped earlier for a coffee, but I'm stopping for another one now, and we're going to be having coffee, cigarettes, and then going home. There's a whole bunch of people down the bottom being put off by me there, so they won't be coming up. I've been digging the path up here, so yeah, slight modifications in this area. Needs tons more earth, but it's a bit of a compromise. But it is walkable. It's steep, it's horrible, it would be probably impossible in the rain, but it's actually no steeper. Actually, it's probably better than the main path up here. I'm so busy babbling. And so yeah, we're up here, and this is the path as it stands at the moment. What it needs is to start descending from about back here. So a lot more digging out. But my goodness me, it's hard work. It's hard work. So it'll have to stay as it is for the time being, until such time as I get a bee in my bonnet about wanting to improve it. It's very narrow here as well. Just here, proper single file. And this is where it gets a bit steep, but it's doable. I'm not hanging onto a tree or anything, I'm just walking it very carefully and slowly. And I kind of try to work it into the path here. The levels aren't quite right, it needs plenty more earth thrown in here. But it's not bad, it's not far off. And it made sense to this sort of raised bank I put in, which is already eroding away to being almost flat again. I've kind of extended that just a little there. It made sense to do so. Anyway, there is a path that now you can walk up here without having to climb up the side of the gun emplacement. Like I say, it could use a lot more work to improve it and make it less steep, but it is entirely doable without hanging on to the tree which I've left there, which is a little bit obstructive, but it is a thing to hang on to on the nasty bit there. So we are going to sit for a bit and have me coffee. Souvenir for today. This one came out of the ground. Oh, I forgot something actually. I'm going back up the back up the path. Back up the path. Bit of original, I think. Barbed wire. Bit of barbed wire. In the vicinity of where the barbed wire came out of the ground was the souvenir for today, which also came out of the ground. My goodness me, I was so close to breaking it, but no, it came out intact. A bottle of beer. I don't know if you can see the inscription on there. Whitbread and Co. Limited, trademark London, and it's got a screw top. And believe it or not, it did actually have a little bit of liquid, just a little bit of liquid in the bottom. I couldn't detect any odour, but I ditched it because it as soon as I started messing with it, it started leaking out of the top. So the top's obviously a little bit on the perish side, but it's a screw top. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? It's a screw top. So I think there's a little bit of age to that. I don't know how much, but it's you know, not your average cheap chuck away bottle. So that will be souvenir for today, going home with me to be washed. And I might try and look that up on the internet and see how old it is. I mean, it would seem to make sense if it was around about 1940, wouldn't it? But yeah, we shall see. Where did I just put that barbed wire? There it is. We shall put that in with the rest of the rusty metal. There. Right. All that wire that's on the hillside, I've suddenly thought, wouldn't it be sensible to use some of that wire on the timber barricade I've put there, because it is not very sturdy. It would make sense to wire it all together, wouldn't it? So that will be a project. That will be a project. I shall have to bring some pliers for that one. Anyway, there is now a path as opposed to a climb, if people choose to use that. I think it's usable, and now it's there, I would like to block this climb off in some way, or make it far more difficult so people are less inclined to do it. But we shall see. So many people have done it for so many generations. It would be very difficult to stop people automatically doing that. And it looks as though, you know, that's the way up, so it'll take some blocking if I dare to do so. Again, if I had tons of earth, what I would do is put a raised bank right the way across there, up to where the path is, where I've lined these stones up just in front of me. if that was an earth bank, that would make it rather obvious that that is not the way down. Anyway, I'll shut up now, and I shall be sitting having my coffee somewhere in this vicinity. It's a nice day. I've pretty much missed it. Bear's got a friend, but there's no master. I could hear somebody whistling in the distance, actually. I hope he knows where he's going. He's going to be going up top, isn't he, if we're not careful. Uh-oh. Oh, don't go over the flipping top, mate. That's right, rip me path right off the bat, Bear. What's going on here? Go on, bugger off. I'm just going to sit and have my coffee. Can't be relaxing with you racing around here. Who's he with? Is there nowhere around? See him off, Bear. Encourage him back to his master. Are you missing a dog?
I'm not. There's a bloke looking for him over there.
He's up here. Yeah. Oh Christ, I'm losing Bear now. Bear, stop! Stop! Bear! Stop! Well, you saw him off in the right direction. Bear, come! Bear, come! He's ignoring me. Flipping monster. Oh, he's having a pee. Bear, come! Come on! He's on his way. Bear, come! Bear, come! Good boy, good dog, Biscuit. If I can find them. They are here somewhere. Just wait a minute there. Hang on, mate. One biscuit for coming. Good boy. Good dog. Right, we're sitting for a bit, mate. Sitting for a bit. And there's somebody whistling for the dog. Again. You missing a dog?
Yeah, is he up there?
He came up, he was last seen going up that way.
When was that?
Just a minute ago, just a minute. Up towards the roof.
He's been up there.
He literally a minute ago. Oh, thank you very much.